Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So we have the data download here. EZA Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is coming. And the Peppy Gals are actually in the data download as well. Looks like they're coming out on the 18th, so they are coming out on Monday right there. And then Gohan is tonight. Actually, quickly, the 15th, okay, for the Supreme Magnificent Battle. And then what about the Peppy Gal stages? They're on the 18th. Okay. They want us to use Roshi again? Yeah, they do. Okay. Alright, so looks like the Peppy Gal stuff is on the 18th. That all starts next week. Yeah, that makes sense. Again, we have the information now, or at least I am expecting now the major celebration to probably be beginning at the end in 2 weeks. So, okay, sure. All right, let's just go through all this. They decided to just put these characters in the data download. They didn't tweet them out. I think that's very stupid, but I mean, whatever. We'll go ahead and do a breakdown for Videl, Ranfan. There's going to be EZA, Fasha, and Chilai, and then, of course, Gohan we already know all about. All right, so Videl makes a ton of sense. I would argue it was very obvious that this Videl was coming. They dropped that Spopovich, and there was no Videl in the game that was, you know, tournament participant, Earthbred fighter. Like, it was, I don't know, it's just very obvious. So, okay. She gets 2 key, 200% attack and defense, 30% damage reduction. She randomly will change 1 key sphere, excluding AGL, into Rainbow. Gohan, or Ultimate Gohan. So this is not, you know, Boo Gohan. Okay, so characters with, you know, basically like Gohan, Ultimate Gohan, or Great Saiyaman get 3 key and 70% attack and defense. That's cool, but, I mean, remember the new I mean, I guess that the new LR does lead Defender of Justice, which Videl is on, so we could run her there. 200% attack and defense with 12 key. That's good when attacking with 12 key. If there's a Peppy Gal ally in the rotation, or there was a Gohan, she gets 50% damage reduction before attacking and 300% attack when attacking. Wait, every turn minus 10% damage reduction up to 30%. Okay. Within 3 turns of appearing, 200% defense, 50% chance to crit, guaranteed additional the high chance to be a super. So that's for the first 3 turns. KO yourself after the 4th turn? Wait, what? Oh, wait, so Videl, so she just, you just auto die? Oh wait, I actually I just want to take a look at what, how Fat Boo is written here. KO'd himself. Okay. Is this just saying after the 4th turn, after appearing? So that's the same as Blue Gogeta, by the way. Again, the translations are a little wonky. This is why I think Dokkan is very stupid for just dropping the fuckers in the data download. Okay, so I think it's just that she revives like Boo 4th turn after appearing, which, by the way, is what Blue Gogeta has, right? So, it's going to be a thing where Videl shows up, and we're going to want to float her right away. And then she comes back on rotation, and we have her revive. When her revive is activated, 200% attack and defense, 30% damage reduction, guaranteed crit, and guaranteed additional super. Seems like a strong option to the Gohan, Goten, and Trunks team, for sure. Because she's a major support character for them. Okay. And she's got a revive as well. Defense by a large amount for 3 turns. Okay, let me double check what this is. Exactly. She gets 100% defense for 3 turns. It's a massive raise for 3 turns. Huh. We'll see how this is going to look like. I'm going to be curious to see what, like, the actual, like, non-Google Translate version of this. I'm skeptical that she would just, kill herself and revive instantly, but I guess maybe she does. I mean, that certainly would be good. So, like, the turn starts, you just auto-die, and then we have the revive animation here. Okay. Yeah, see, so Dokkan hasn't tweeted these out or anything. Just very silly, very silly. Okay, alright. Sure. Alright. She seems pretty good. Having, this is a revive character, right? We know how big something like that is going to be, with how nasty these fights are. So I'm thinking about her on the Gohan and Trunks team. She looks like she'll be pretty solid over there. Alright. Then we have, here, let's get rid of Fatboo. We have Ranfan. Okay. To me, this felt pretty clear because Ranfan is a tournament participant, Peppy Gal as well. Dokkan has been spamming Peppy Gal characters, tournament participant character, or not Peppy Gal, but tournament participant characters all year. So, Ranfan was one of my guesses. She gets 200% attack and defense at the start of turn, 40% dodge. All allies, 1 key, 40% defense. And if they're a Peppy Gal character, an additional 1 key and 30% defense. Okay. 200% attack and defense at the start of... when attacking. 200% attack and defense when attacking. And then for each ally and the Peppy Gal character on the team... 50% attack and defense up to 200%. And then 10% dodge and damage reduction up to 40%. So... so she'll have 80% dodge after attacking. And 40% damage reduction. Okay. When Ranfan... So this is when she just receives an attack. When she gets hit or dodges. 20% attack for all allies, excluding the Peppy Gal category. And then for 2 turns, Peppy Gal category allies get 20% attack. Okay. If there's only 1 enemy, Ranfan lowers their attack and defense of the attacked enemy by 30% for 2 turns. Very strong if they could be debuffed, yeah. And then has a 70% chance to stun the attacked enemy for 2 turns. 70% chance to seal the enemy super for 2 turns. And then if the enemy's in attack down, defensive down, sealed, or stunned, she gets a guaranteed additional super. Okay. Then she gets 30% attack and defense, supreme damage. And then allies get 30% attack and defense for 2 turns. Pretty solid. I noticed that they have her keep her clothes on in the animation. Not really too shocking here. So... Ranfan, like, one of her big technique is she, like, takes her clothes off. I mean, she's just got her bra and panties on, but they were like, yeah, we'll just avoid doing that here. They decided to, we're not gonna deal with that shit. So that's a Dragon Ball Saga character. Okay. I'm gonna want to see them in game. They seem solid, though. I mean, the only thing is, like, full Peppy Gal, like, Who is running that? We running Roshi? Like, it's not really set right. So, like, I don't know about that. Fasha, okay. 200% attack and even start a turn. 50% damage reduction. Guaranteed additional. With a 70% chance to be a super. Okay. She guards for the first 5 turns. After the 6th turn from first appearance, she gets a guaranteed additional super And then, what, a 70% chance to crit? Every time Fasha's hit, she gets 40% attack and defense up to 200%. If the team has 2 or more allies in the low-class Saiyan category, besides Fasha, or 2 or more allies in the Peppy Gal category, each time a guard is successful, 40% attack and defense up to 200%. So that would put her up to 400%. Alright. 50% attack and defense for 1 turn. Supreme damage. And then what? 50% chance to stun. She seems strong. Just kind of like generically strong. Alright, now here's... okay. Here's the big boy card right here. Chilai. 3 key. She gets 339% defense. Scouter. Rainbow Orb changes. 70% dodge. And then 3 key to all allies except for yourself. And then 39% attack and defense and 20% crit. Every time Chilai dodges during the turn, she gets 139% defense. Every time she dodges 3 times in battle, she recovers 39% HP at the end of the turn up to 3 times. Once she dodges 6 times for 3 turns, allies will get 39% attack and defense. When hit by an enemy normal attack, she gets 139% defense. I guess for that hit. And when dodging an enemy super, she gets an extra 10% chance to dodge. Yep, I mean, that's Chilai. Sure enough. They gave her, like, you know, they give her everything except for, damage, right? So she gets... Wait, let's just take a look exactly what this is. What is it? Is it going to be massive right here? Yeah, it is. So she gets 100% defense. 50% chance to stun. Guaranteed seal. Yeah, I mean, she's good. I think players will probably be running her without leader skills quite a bit. And then we have Gohan, who, of course, is going to be a nice option for the youth category team. So that is good. And then Gohan is there bubbling in case they want to try and do movie hero stuff, I suppose. So that'll be interesting. All right, so in terms of missions, okay, not too much here. These are going to be the missions. This is for Gohan, EZA and Gohan. So we have the 2 new stages. Beat the first one with Bond, a Master and Disciple characters. And the last one, full Bond, a Parent and Child category team. Okay. Doesn't really seem too bad in terms of missions. Bond, a Parent and Child is obviously a very good team, right? There's the Chilai, EZA, and Fasha, EZA stuff. Same with that. And then the Peppy Gal stages. Beat it with Peppy Gal characters. And then we do have to use Roshi for stage 11. Oh, boy. Alright, so the fights here is it's Gohan, Goten, and Trunks. And then level 5 is the actual LR version. Well, okay, this is an LR as well. No gimmicks. And they can be attack debuffed. They're probably just gonna hit ridiculously hard. Insanely hard. And then we just have to just beat their ass. That's what it looks like to me. Yeah. So this is where, you know, we load in with the Yamcha team or something like that. Omega Shenron team should work pretty well. Well, yeah, because it's melee again. Omega. So Omega, I'm sure, like, if this super attack hits Omega, I bet you it'll just outright kill him. Right? They're considering this is a 1 phase, they can be attack debuffed. I imagine they're going to be super in for like 15 million turn 1 or some nonsense like that. So dodging or nullification is what you're going to have to do. Then we get to this, though. So phase 2 is a melee, but we're opening against, you know, Gohan, and he dodge cancels. Oh, no, it's a 2-enemy fight. They're both out. Because when the Trunks and Goten are gone, Gohan gets 200% defense. Oh my god, he crits on Super. Jesus, dude. With dodge cancel? From the 4th turn onwards... Oh god, he picks up big damage. Okay. Okay. With him canceling dodge, he can't, like, they can't, like, he's not opening up with, like, 15 million damage. He can't. Not with dodge canceled. So, this fight is going to probably feel a bit better. Because if they're canceling dodge, I mean, they have to have characters that could eat the super, like, they have to. Trunks and Goten, they start getting stronger quickly. Okay. This is both of them at the same time, though. This looks like a scary fight. This looks scary. Alright, so now let's just go ahead and take a look at the stages for the Peppy Gal event. It's against Chilai and Brienne de Chateau. So, okay, we looked at the missions. Chilai here. If Roshi is there, she loses 90% damage reduction. She nullifies dodge. Yeah, damage reduction rate reduced by 90%. If there's a Master Roshi, she loses attack as well. She could be sealed, attack debuff, defensive debuffed. Okay. Looks like she probably, I assume she's going to be like this fight. And she's going to be very threatening. She's going to hit very hard. But Roshi lowers her stats. Okay. So here's Brienne. It's just a head-up fight, but she could be attack debuffed again. Yeah, I mean, these all look like Omega Shenron team victims to me. I mean, we'll see, but... Yeah, and then Giant Brienne as a melee super boss, too, by the way. Yeah, all of the content is like catered towards Omega and his team. I mean, that's good. Allowing a lot of these fights to be attack debuffed is good. It does just allow more strategies. It makes the fights significantly weaker than they could be, but it gives you a lot more strategies to deal with it, which is good. So Ki Blast right away, so like Gogeta will be able to, you know, take care of that right away. And then once she transforms into Giant Brienne, that's where Omega could block it with his melee nullification. Alright, chat. Okay, so there is the data download. So we're going to get a bunch of stuff tonight. Supreme Magnificent Battle stages are tonight, along with Gohan. And then on Monday is the Peppy Gal stuff, along with the Peppy Gal event. So that's pretty good. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks, guys, for watching. And I will catch you guys next time.